everybody. Welcome to this week's session of Love Bytes Live with Dr. Girish Kumar and me. Hi, Girish.
Hi, Jyotsna. Hi, everyone. Good evening. So last week we missed, so we thought that this week we fixed all our technical things, and at two we are late by 5 minutes. Yes, we will start.
So, for those of you who are probably seeing Girish for the first time, he is the founder and chief healing officer at Human Connect, and I'm his wife Jyotsna. I am the founder of Happy Self Publishing, and I've also started helping Girish with Human Connect.
She is COO of Human Connect.
So, before we begin today's topic, which is all about how do you identify toxic relationships, I would like you all to first give us a confirmation that you're all able to hear us and see us. So, please type OK in the comments if you're able to hear and see us perfectly.
Yes, let's see.
Usually,
The
there is
thumbs
like
up.
a
Yeah.
few seconds lag. So, by the time they hear us and respond, it takes that time. So, in the
Okay.
meanwhile, Girish, let's talk about why did we decide to talk about this topic?
So now most people coming to me, they don't know whether they are in the toxic relationship or not. It's not about them. It's they are in the relationship now, or they're married and having 5 years of relationship or 10 years of relationship. They don't know that they are in toxic relationship. So I thought that we will talk about that so that they can reflect themselves and see that how they are in toxic relationship and how they can come out easily and work on themselves to see that they are not being in the trap of the toxic
Yeah.
relationship.
This is so important because a lot of times, if we don't even know that the relationship is toxic, we will not be able to take the next step and come out of it. So, today is all about helping you understand whether you are caught in a toxic relationship or not.
Yes.
So, before that, let's try and define what exactly is a toxic relationship, Girish.
So a relationship itself that two-person coming together and they want to grow together and in a personal life, in professional life, and they want to enjoy life. This is the scenario of a relationship. If this is not happening and you are having pressure and you are not able to grow and that constantly that you see that the energy is going out, that means in the talk they are in toxic relationship. People always say toxic relationship with the alcohol or some person is abusing them. It's not only that alone is not toxic relationship. That's what I want to say here, because people think that that is only the toxic relationship. Sometimes people also will feel that they're always feeling drained. So this also it's a toxic relationship.
Yeah. So we'll talk about each of these signs in
Yes.
detail. But as Girish said, toxic relation doesn't only mean that your spouse is beating you up or something like that.
Or
Yeah, physical
any
abuse
abuse.
is a very obvious sign of a toxic relationship, but there can also be a lot of subtle hints that is telling you that your relationship is toxic, but probably you're not acknowledging that. So you're going through a lot of stress and trauma, but you're not even acknowledging it, which is why you're not able to take any action. So,
Yes.
as Girish said, the basic
Purpose,
purpose
yeah.
of a relationship is for two people to be happy together and to grow together.
Grow together. But that is the baseline for any relationship. It only happens when they are in love with each other and they are healed from within.
Correct. So if that is not happening, then there is some kind of toxicity which needs to be identified. So let's go one by one, Girish, and talk about the different signs that one should look out for if their relationship is toxic or not.
Okay. As I told first, it's not about how many years of relationship it is. Some people I had seen coming to me after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of relationship. When they started, they were very loving, very caring, very kind to each other. Over a period of time, when they see so many people come into their life and they go out and they start to compare mentally, then they see that they are not getting that type of love, that type of energy that they want.
Correct.
So first thing I see that first sign will be like the personal space is not given. So whenever that a person is there, they will feel that the personal space is not given to me. That is what it sees that the personal space is taken away from them.
Mm.
So that is a first sign of toxic relationship.
Yeah, so somewhere because of the lack of personal space, the person also loses their identity, right? So they are not able to do the things that they want to do. Constantly, the spouse is like shadowing them everywhere
Yes.
without giving them even the space to breathe. So
Mm.
that itself could be a sign that the relationship is toxic.
Yes. Second thing is like I see now most often it is like checking the spouse phone when they're not there, immediately when they're going in, checking
Yeah.
the phone and all these things, because there is no trust, there is no faith. And again, whether you're good or bad is secondary. It's all about the trust.
Yeah.
It's all about the truth. So suddenly when they are coming up, when we see that they are filling the phone, so again that is a toxic relationship, because constantly they are seeing you as that you are doing something fishy.
Yeah.
Whether it is true or not is a second step, but the first step itself, taking others phone without their knowledge. If it is there in the front of them, you are seeing, that is no problem, it's nothing in that, something they will be checking. But when the presence is not there, or you attempt to do that, again you should understand it's a toxic
If
relationship.
you are also doing that,
Yeah, so
it's
now-
not. So whatever we are saying is not just about your spouse.
One person, it's
So you should check if
two-way.
it's happening
So
with you
when the
also.
space, the first point I told, that the space you're not giving, understand that you are developing a toxic relationship. It's not about the individual, it's we are talking about the relationship here. So it's not to fix one person, we are talking about the relationship. So filling with the phone, again it is a toxic. If I am going to do that, I am into that toxic relationship.
Correct. So if a person is constantly doing it, even after having discussions, I'm sure the first time one spouse catches the other person looking at their phone, there will be a fight, there will be a conversation. But after that conversation, if they're able to figure out their insecurities, it's good.
Yes.
But if they're not able to, then there is definitely, it's a sign of a toxic relationship.
Third thing which often people say to me is that checking the finance.
Yeah.
So I am saying how much I am earning this month and how much I am spending. That is nice. Secretly checking what are the expense that you are making, checking your wallet, what are the bills you have, and see that credit card statement without the knowledge of that. All those things, anything that you perform without the knowledge of the spouse or the partner, it's all leads to toxic relationship.
Yeah. I've also seen cases where one partner is not allowed to make any expenses on their own. So their bank account and their cards are completely controlled by their partner. So that also is like not giving your partner financial freedom to do what they want. So definitely, as Girish said, there has to be financial transparency in a relationship, but that needs to be mutual.
Yeah.
Not doing behind each other's back.
So it is very good that if they have a common bank account and from that they are spending, and all these things will help. But checking, that's what the main thing is.
Yeah.
Then comes gaslighting. So now this is it's very popular.
Nowadays you find this term used very commonly on social media. Even initially, I had no clue what gaslighting was. Then when I looked up, I realized this is a very common way of psychologically manipulating your partner in making them believe that what they believe or whatever is their reality is not true.
So that is happens why? Because they do something wrong and they want to cover up. So constantly when you do something and your partner is saying that what you're doing is wrong and the way you are doing is wrong and putting you constantly down, that is called gaslighting.
Yeah.
It's the constantly they will try to do. One time they are doing, no, don't see that. Okay, constantly they get a space, they immediately put you down. So that it's first maybe it is like a joke, but after a point of time they constantly target, but we will not know that they're purposely doing that to us. So over a period of time, what we think that we are bad, and our confidence is going down, and all these things have agenda behind them.
Correct. So if your partner is constantly telling you things which is making you doubt your own sanity or doubt your self-esteem and everything, then that is definitely a sign that the relationship is not healthy and it is heading in a toxic direction.
Then next thing we can say that partner will be jealousy
They'll be
about
jealous of.
when you get a promotion or you are going somewhere, or it is like over controlling them and not able to celebrate the success what they have. That's again leads to this toxic relationship.
Yeah. I think the one person who has to be the most, happiest for your success should be your partner.
Yes.
Right? You can't even expect that sometimes from your children or your parents, but your
Yes.
partner should be your number one cheerleader and supporter. And that's what makes whatever you do, really fulfilling and worth it. But when you don't get that support, when constantly they are unhappy about your success, definitely it's a sign that you guys need to sit down and discuss what's going wrong, what is making them feel jealous, what is making them feel insecure, right? And in spite of having multiple such conversations, if they are not changing, it is definitely a sign of a toxic relationship.
Then we see that they constantly make you to cut your friends or well-wisher. All these things again a sign of a toxic relationship.
Yeah, I feel some people are so psychologically messed up sometimes that they want to have, they want their partner to completely depend on them and not have any other form of social support. So usually, when somebody is in trouble, when you have a fight with your partner, whom do you go to? Your mom, your dad, your siblings, your best friends. But over a period of time, if your partner has like very systematically made you cut contact with all these important people in your life, that is a classic example of a toxic relationship, because now you have nowhere to go. No, you have a problem with your partner, but then you decide that this is your fate because now you can't go back to your family.
Yes. So saying that, that one more thing, it will be that. So their insecurity also plays a major role in that. They feel that uh, they will be losing them, or mostly when we see that this type of things happen when again. So that's why I told no, when the two people coming into the play and they constantly compare themselves with others, and they will see that the insecurity grows there. That's why they want to put an end for that, that they don't contact with anyone and they are into that energy
Yeah,
fully.
exactly. Right. Any other signs, Girish, that you feel? Obviously, any kind of verbal abuse was
Yes.
immediately qualifying. Any physical
So
abuse,
that
verbal
that is
abuse.
people understand easily.
Yeah,
So
that's why we're
any
not going into
verbal,
that.
yeah. So verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, all these things are high toxic in nature.
Yeah.
So I want you to see. So now most of people coming here, once I work on their energy, immediately I say that anything that you feel that it is not comfortable or you are in a toxic, they say no, my husband does not beat me, or he
Doesn't
does
use
not
bad words.
bad words. But when we see the pulse and energy, we see that it is lot of energy is reduced. So mostly I feel that the toxic relationship, easily I say that first they say that they cannot sleep properly. That the toxic relationship. Sometimes they say that they are not able to get up in the morning. Toxic relationship. Sometimes they feel that I'm getting tired very easily. Again, is a toxic relationship. So it's not
Or they
about
feel insecure about the next day also.
yes, yes, insecure about next day, what will happen, and insecure about the finance, insecure about everything.
Yeah.
So
While
when
I'm sleeping, will my partner kill me? Things like that. It may
yeah,
sound very irrational,
yeah,
but if
but
that
that
thought
is
is there,
yeah, the thought is
yeah.
there. It is the toxicity is developing in that relationship, and 100%. Now, so many people are not talking about that because they are afraid that people will judge. But nowadays, slowly people are starting to talk, and when they are talking, only they are knowing that they are in this toxic relationship what they have. Because of this, only most health problem is there.
Correct.
So many women coming to there, they have
We're
knee
talking
pain.
women because 90% of Girish's clients are women. But I'm sure men also go through this.
Yeah, so men will be there, but they see that they talk to someone or they do some coping mechanism
Yeah,
for
they have a lot
coming
of
out.
other ways to distract
Yeah,
themselves.
so distraction will be, but all are a temporary thing. Okay, unless we come out of what the trigger that we are. And one more thing that we should see that again from energy angle. When I work on it, I say that it may be because the childhood is not good.
Yeah.
They have some trauma which they are not worked on it. When they grow, they attract the same pattern into thing. Some people, it will be again a karmic thing will be there. This should be worked and come out and being vulnerable about it, and they should come out of it. So all these things that people who are seeing this and all the videos later you are seeing, if you are watching this itself, you should watch what in your life, which relationship that you having that toxic energy into it. So anything, it's not about husband and wife alone. Even parents, if your communication is not good and the energy is not connecting, again, that is a toxic relationship. That thing will affect your relationship with your husband and wife. That relationship will affect. So I want you to personally see that which relationship in your life is toxic, because it is like a viral. So it comes and you become the toxic for your partner, because you take the negativity from that relationship and you have this, and that becomes toxic. So here I want you to understand that there is no good person, bad person in this things. We are only talking about toxic relationship.
Yeah,
So
nobody wants to
relationship,
intentionally, be bad as a partner.
yes,
But as Girish said, due to their own
various,
childhood trauma,
yeah.
or due to so many other factors, they would have become so bitter that now they are being a toxic partner.
So again, now so many people want to divorce immediately, not even working on that relationship. Okay, so that I want to personally understand that as a person, they are not bad. You two-person coming together and they are not able to handle the difference, or if they are being hit by that trauma, the trauma should be handled, and they should come out of that energy and see that they have a peaceful life. That's why where people come to me, we don't judge them. We see that how I can help them and work on that relationship and see that they are good. So major toxic relationship, what presently I'm seeing so many clients coming to me is that the partner cheating them. So there again, now this is a something different energy. Now the people will say that yes, my partner cheated me. I'm not able to see him or her before like that. So whatever the signs I am saying, now you will reflect in your life that you are checking the phone, all these things. Now that is not a toxic relationship, because you are making sure that the relationship should not go to be a toxic. So don't get carried away by both what I'm saying. Okay, so many people will feel that I am doing that, I'm checking my phone, my spouse phone, and it is something past you had, that way you have a doubt. But over a period of time, when you are so open to each other and work for together to have a awesome life, that the life is like you believe that you both should have an excellent married life or in a relationship. Now so many people are living together relationship, see that your life is going forward, not being complaining or seeing that that your energy is draining. So a very important thing that you should see that a healthy couple always will be very powerful, because they don't go into this relationship. So they see that the health is maintained in that.
Right. So what Girish is saying is that when in, for example, if one partner is telling their spouse that, hey, I don't like this one friend that you're talking to. Here, what you don't immediately have to jump into the conclusion that your relationship is toxic.
Yes.
You need to ask your partner and try to understand for yourself, why is your partner telling this? Maybe they feel that threatened by that one friend who's entering your energy circle more than what they are supposed to enter. So if it's not healthy for the relationship, then what your partner is saying makes sense, and you both can discuss about it and see how you can have that friend but outside that inner circle. So that can be a healthy conversation. But if whatever your partner is doing is not logical and they're not willing to have a conversation with you, they are trying to impose their rules on you, that
is
becomes a toxic relationship. So whatever we say, try to understand it from the point of view of what is your partner's intention.
Yes.
Right? Because there is no one rule that will define a relationship as
correct.
toxic or not.
Yes, intention is very powerful, because anyone, when they start the relationship, they want to be happy relationship. When they become greedy, so that is where that problem is, when they compare us with others. Now this is the time where toxic relationship builds up.
Yeah. So my suggestion is don't wait for a big fight or
Yes.
a physical abuse to happen to call your relationship toxic. If you are
Anything.
careful, then small little hints like your partner constantly comparing you with his friends and saying, my friend would do this, but you are like this.
Mm.
You may just think that okay, fine, he's just trying to hurt me in a small way, but then that is a good sign that it's
Yes,
a
because
toxic relationship.
inside it's not about what he says. Something is bothering him or bothering her in a higher energy. So I think
We have
one or
some
two
questions, yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Meenu has asked us, can a person be toxic to themselves?
Yes. Yes. It happens. Why? From the childhood, no one has loved them, or no one there gave support to them. So no one is there to listen to them.
Okay.
What happened? Automatically, the child become toxic to themselves, and their habits becomes bad. So what they will not be in the reality. They will be altering their thoughts often. So again, what are the toxics? More we see is that alcohol
Drugs.
and drugs, and they don't appreciate others. That the people, when you see that they don't appreciate others, they are toxic people. They are developing that character so that they will not be in the reality. They will be little away from everyone.
Yeah. Or even if they do good things which others appreciate, they will not appreciate themselves.
Themselves. So that is a toxic relationship,
With
or with
yourself.
yourself. That your relationship with yourself is not good, and you don't eat healthy, you don't sleep properly. So immediately we can see that they're having toxic relationship,
Yeah.
and they will not be happy, and they don't allow others also to be happy. So that's why they don't like that energy to be there.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So how does one come out of that, Girish?
So again, no, it's connecting with good people, and if they are not getting, now, so many therapists are there, so they can contact a therapist and talk to, open themselves with them, and easily they can come out. It's all not 10 years, 15 years back. Only people are afraid. Nowadays, they go to therapist
A
very
taboo is
easily.
not there. In
Yeah.
fact, people are very open. They share about their therapy sessions on social media, and that's creating
Yes.
so much of awareness, which is really good because now it's not considered to be something that's negative at all. People are taking pride in telling the world
Yes.
that I am doing things for my own development, and this is also a form of self love,
Yeah.
right?
So the moment they talk about it, it's they are not only saving them, they are saving others also, so that they have that thing. So I think next question is answer how to attract a healthy relationship. So as I told before, it is very simple, that when a relationship starts, we should know that together we should grow, and the moment that is happening for you regularly, that means you are attracting yourself to an healthy relationship.
Now, what if they don't have a relationship? So they want to attract a partner with whom they can have a healthy relationship.
So, like that. Now, first, your habits. You should check your habit. Are you able to feed you with good morning, what you are listening, or what you are seeing, or what you are eating? All these things makes you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually connected to yourself. Then, when you are in a higher vibration, automatically the person you want, you will attract themselves. You don't go and search for people. It's only thing that are you ready to attract the right person in your life? If you have a doubt, or if you have a fear, or if you think that I don't get that type of person, you attract the wrong person also, and that straight away goes to the toxic relationship.
Yeah. So, as you said, if we take care of ourselves and grow in all the 8 dimensions of our life,
Yes.
automatically, like we are raising our vibration, and
Yes.
accordingly, we'll attract a person with the same vibe.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope that answers.
Yeah.
Then we have another good question, Girish. How do we handle toxic relationships at workplace?
Okay. Now, this is very important. So, because it's now everyone has started to go out, and we are spending, for example, we are spending around 8 to 10 or
Hours,
12
yeah,
hours
at work.
in that workplace. Okay, it's in a day, half your time is going there. Now that workplace, again, ethics of the company will be there, the values of the company will be there. If the ethics and values not matching, please stop it first.
Yeah.
And if someone is creating a problem for you, I think that it's our rights to go and talk to HR immediately. Don't wait for a good time. Let this is only one time he did. One time is the start. Like this, whether that is men or women, anyone for that matter, they are not tried with you alone. It's they're tried with everywhere,
Yeah. So
everyone.
you're
That
actually
is
saving other people by
yes,
complaining about this.
yes.
And why
Yes.
people don't do that is the fear of losing the job.
Job.
But I feel if you are confident about your skills and you're investing your time in developing
Wherever,
your skills,
yeah,
there are
wherever.
abundant number of companies which will be willing to hire you. So believe in yourself, because you're not spending time with yourself, you're not trusting your skills. That's why you're scared that if you lose this job, you will be jobless. So that's never the scenario these days. There are enough and more companies happy to hire you if you are good. So if you're having any toxic issues with your co-workers, please report that and see if there are companies taking any action. If not, move out of that
Or
place.
move out. As Jyotsna told, there is more scope to work. And see that again, you see that you are vibrating in a higher frequency. Once we are working in a higher frequency, people will just hire us. I personally believe that that is the truth. So when you are clean, when you are having a good value system, uh, people will hire you. And when you are very confident, and after that, you will start your own company.
Yeah.
So don't be in a toxic relationship. So that's what I always say, people, that be bold and connect with good people in life. That's an asset that you can give to yourself, that can build a very good relationship. So or you have a group of community where they talk about self development and talk about love or talk about happiness, talk about smile, whatever that is. So see that you are getting connected to them and being with them. So here also we have in human current, we have every Sunday we meet morning by 5:30 to 6:30, and 6:30 to 7 we have Q&A session after healing and meditation. So like that, somewhere you can be a part of it, so that you are in that connection. The moment that a person toxic relationship begins itself, you know that you can put an end. So that's what I told in before. So when I starting, people does not know that they are in a toxic relationship. That is what a very sad thing. As I told you, the only thing that when you're verbally abused or physical abuse. Now I want you to know that if someone is not allowing you to grow, you are in a toxic relationship. Someone is not happy with your growth, again toxic relationship. And someone is controlling you, again it is a toxic relationship. So see that you are out by discussing about that and connect.
So option number one, discuss with your partner.
Yes.
You
you are
work on
feeling.
yourself to get the courage to even talk to them, and then see if they also need some healing and therapy
Yes.
to become a better person. That should be your first choice.
Yes.
But let's say your partner is beating you up every day, and you can't wait for 5 more years for them to reform. That's not your job. So in that case, you
So
need to just come
that
out.
all these
immediately.
things are karmic results. It's anyone physical abuse or verbal abuse. All these things, it should be worked. We should know that why that is happening to us. We should question ourselves and work on that.
But through their action now, they can break that karma.
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. No, they should ask that first question, why it is happening to me.
Yeah.
The moment we ask that question, immediately we get the answer. So we will take actions. The question is not asked.
Yeah.
We feel that, oh, it is my karma to undergo.
I deserve only this.
It's not. Everyone person in this planet deserve a happy life. So that's why we say to our community, don't be in shame, don't be in guilt. Talk about it and come out of it and be free. That's the only thing that makes your life very happy.
Absolutely.
Any other questions?
That's it. Someone has commented, the sangha of people is very important for our growth. Definitely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sangam is very, very, that's what Buddha says always. No? You should be in a Sangam so that each one help. We don't know when we are going down. So that when we are in the Sangam, that energy is very, very powerful, and that help us to also grow very powerful.
For those of you actually who are watching us either live or in the replay, I'm sure this did not happen by chance, right? There is
Yeah.
some connection between this topic and you. Either you are going through a toxic relationship, or you're being toxic with your partner, or some close friend
Yes.
who's having a toxic relationship, and it is your karma to share this with them and help them come out of it. Give them the courage to come out of it. So please do that, and don't think that you were just scrolling through Facebook and you saw this. No, it did not happen by chance. You are here for a reason. So go ahead and fulfill that purpose.
Yes. So thank you so much for watching. So you can share the link again. What is that? www.
Yeah. So if you would like any of your friends to have a clarity call with Girish, and send them this link. It's humanconnect.in/apply. Yeah, /apply is the link. The link is there right above this video also. And if you have any more questions which we are not able to cover right now, I think the more questions are coming in, we'll cover them in the next session. So what you can do is we have like a question bank, okay, where you can go and post your questions, and we will take it up in the either in the next meditation session or in the next Love Bytes session. So you need to go to humanconnect.in/ask Girish. So go here and leave your questions, and we'll come back again and answer them.
Thank you so much. I think this is a very important question.
Oh, yeah.
Someone has.
Read it, Girish, and we'll
Yeah.
go through it. When we know that a relationship is toxic, but if it happens in an inevitable, if it's an inevitable one, what's that to be done? So by inevitable, what they would probably mean is that relationship is your family member. They are saying like maybe your own dad or somebody like that. So what do you do?
Again, it's your choice. You are not there to control anyone's life. It's our life. When you feel you are toxic, you should talk about it. That's what I say from the day one to everyone. Do not allow someone to control our life. That is a thumb rule. The moment you allow, everyone will have a toxic relationship with us. So never allow anyone to talk about it. So if you're not able to do that, take help.
Yeah.
That's only two options you have. I'm saying cutting away people is not the solution. Working and seeing that it is not working, then move away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, work on it.
And there is also a middle ground, right? Like one is working and making the relationship fantastic.
Yes.
Another extreme is cutting that person totally from your life. But there's also could be like if it's your own parent or something, you don't have to have a daily conversation with them. You can move to another city. You can do those kind of things.
Or move house.
Yeah, whatever. So that they are not in your immediate energy circle.
Yes.
That way you are still having that relationship, but you don't have to be affected by the toxicity.
Yes.
Right? Great questions, guys. We're so happy this time. A lot of questions are pouring in. We love this because I think in the Q&A is where a lot of transformations can happen. And opening up also. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Love you all.
See you next week. Bye.
See you next week. Thank you.